Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2 and I am coming back at you with another series review. I just recently watched latest episode of MLP FIM, and this episode was called The Lost Treasure of Griffinstone, and actually, to be completely honest with you, I think this was the most comprehensively well-written episode we've seen in a good long time, because we have a really intriguing, compelling backstory to the Griffins themselves, and Twilight really wants to go to Griffinstone in the worst way, and she sadly, unfortunately, doesn't get to go because the map chooses Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie, and there's an excellent reason why this is, so I'm not going to go into it, but Linda is, she's back, and of course, from the past we kind of remember her as brutish, thuggish, offish, just, brooding, a jerk, basically, and Pinkie Pie sums up her personality very well as a party pooper. I thought, yeah, Gilda was a party pooper, but incidentally enough, Gilda actually redeems herself immensely in this particular episode. I liked the way that everything was resolved, and I almost cried. It was very touching at the very end, how things were brought to an interesting close, and I'm not going to say how that actually happens because it's very clever, and who would have ever thought, but you know, I've always said that if criminals were given hugs and cookies, there would be far less criminals in the world. Yeah, that's my going solution for every problem in the known universe. A batch of homemade cookies and good old-fashioned love and caring and milk, and of course the milk of kindness. I know that sounds really sappy, and just like Pinkie, that's the way I roll. Being profound and incredibly corny. No, that's just me. But like the former episode with the Smooths, I remembered the Smooths. I saw the Brony Nation on YouTube, and he had mentioned the previous design was absolutely horrifying and just terrifying at best. And I recalled that, and I'd never really been an MLP fan. When I was a kid, I was more into, I'm kind of a tomboy, so I was into G.I. Joe, and I was into something called GoBots. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't really know much about the GoBots, but Transformers overshadowed them. That's why the GoBots never had a crack at being a huge franchise, and more than likely they were probably just a knockoff of Transformers, if you want to be honest. But it was just really rather campy at best, and that's another reason why it didn't do very well when it was released, and Transformers just overshadowed it entirely. Plus the writing wasn't that great anyhow. Just, this is my opinion, but when I was a kid, I was less impressed by plot and storytelling, and I was more into the characters themselves and the adventures that they would have, and just the escape that I would get from it. And I was all about going on a journey. I'm a rather adventurous type, and even if I can't do it in real life because I lack the funds, I can do it through a small screen or big silver screen like I usually do through my movies. But anyway, this is a really excellent episode in the storytelling aspect, and we had to see Gilda again, and I actually liked seeing her and how she made amends for her past wrongdoing and became Rainbow's friend again. I thought, oh, thank goodness they made her a better character. I don't hate her so much now, and of course we have Griffins. Speaking of Griffins, I have a Griffin right here. My very own Griffin. Of course, I think he's cuter than other Griffins maybe, but hello puppy. Hey, sweetheart. That's all I have to say about this particular episode, and I will see you later. Live long, prosper. Ciao, tutti.